Good morning, sirs. First question po, how much are we looking at, sir? Ilan po yung mga, we got the price po, no, yung per unit, pero dun sa period po na sinabi, magkano po ba yung nawala at ilan pong mga fire trucks po yung pinag-usapan natin, sir?
Ang estimated natin ay 350 fire trucks times 6 million pesos.
Opo. And are we also looking at possibly charging ito pong businesses po na involved dito sa alleged bid rigging, sir?
Yusek Benitez?
They will be included in the charges because the complicity is very much apart.
Alan Gatos of DCBB.
Sec, itong big rigging sa procurement, papaano ho natin na-discover ito? Papaano ho nakarating ang impormasyon na to sa opisina po ninyo? At papaano ho natin natukoy na involve lahat itong 45 na mga officials po na to sa BFP?
Nag-umpisa to nung may birthday yan sa Cavite na pumunta ako. Si Chief Fernandez ay lumapit sa isang kaibigan ko at doon inalok sa akin, sa kaibigan ko para sa akin, yung pakisabi kay Sec, may 1.5 million siya kada truck na bibilihin. Nung sinabi sa akin, sabi ko, dali lang ha. Sabi ko, ano ko to, pag-aaralan ko. So, kinut off ko yung conversation. Tapos, in-instruct ko yung team na unti-unting himayin kung ano nangyari. Kasi nagtataka ako bakit ganun? Tinignan muna namin yung increase ng prices at lahat. So, lumalabas ang BFP from admission na fireman 1 ka hanggang chief ka, ang corruption kasama. So, conscious decision to na i-disrupt na namin ang buong ecosystem of corruption ng BFP.
So, ito ho, yung mula dun sa dalawang past director ng BFP, yung
Yes.
suspended, pati itong mga iba pa na mga involved, nakikita ho ba natin na yung scheme na lahat sila nakikinabang dito sa pag-rig sa procurement ng fire truck sa Secretary?
Sa tingin ko, hati-hati yan. Kasi alam nila lahat na illegal ang ginagawa nila. We think it was a conscious, collaborative decision ng buong BFP top hierarchy kung paano nila gagatasan ng gobyerno sa pagbibili ng fire truck.
Kinompute ko yung binanggit nyo, 350 na fire trucks times 6 billion, nasa 2.1 billion pesos kung di ako nagkakamali. Kung
Tama.
Sa computation. Ibig sabihin, kung yung kuntik 6 million lang dapat yung 350 na yon na naging 15 million, umabot ng 15 million.
Dapat 9 million lang yun naging 15 million. So there was a 70% overprice ng trucks.
Pero walang pagbabago sa specification.
Pareho, no? Am I
Mula
correct?
2014 up to now,
Yung
walang pagbabago.
specifications ng 2014, including the type of pump na gagamitin, yung hose na gagamitin, yung chassis na gagamitin, yung truck na gagamitin, yung brand na gagamitin, pare-pareho lang yan. Pero there was a 300% increase in price over 10 years, way above what the market really was supposed to be.
June Veneracion of GMA7.
Sec, magandang umaga po. Yung computation na 350 fire trucks times 6 million, so mga 2.1B, paano po yung, how did they partake of the
Hindi
pie?
pa namin alam. That will be the ombudsman's prerogative kung paano nila hihimayin yung kaso. Kasi sigurado ko may isang lalabas dyan na least guilty na pinakamaliit na tinanggap na lalabas at siya magte-testify laban sa mga kakampi niya doon sa BFP. Sa
Yung, wala po sa listahan na 45?
Wala sa listahan na yan. Umaasa kami na isa dyan ay lalabas na magsasabi ko ano talaga mangyari. Kasi this carries a penalty of?
Ang penalty po ng graft ay 6 years up to 15 years of imprisonment. Aside from that, administrative cases natin likewise, magkaroon ng penalty dito of dismissal from the service together with the accessory penalties of perpetual disqualification from public service forfeiture of retirement and other benefits. So mabigat yung penalty dito.
Kailan nyo pa-file? Sorry, kailan nyo pa-file?
Kailan ba natin file?
Hopefully, we can have it on Monday.
By Monday?
Yes, sir.
Sir, kung 2018, ganyan na yung problema, paano siya nakalusot despite of yung mga existing guardrails? Alam naman natin, may mga, nandyan yung, may commission ng audit.
Ano yan eh? It takes, kailangan mo talaga, una, malinaw ang mata mo. Pangalawa, wala kang balak na magpayaman dito. Nung inalok ako ng 1.5 billion per truck, nag-red flag kagad ako. Kasi sa 11 taong kong governor, walang nag-aalok sa akin eh. Bago pumasok ng kwarto yan, siyasala ko na. Kung alam kong aalokin ako, wala na pag-uusapan. Pero kung blatantly, sinabi niya, may 1.5 million ako kada truck, talagang may red flag. Parang gago mga to ah. Diba? Kakapal na mukha ng mga to. So, doon ko inumpisahan talaga. Sa kaswapangan nila, doon sila nahuli. At kala nila, masasabot nila ako sa kaswapangan nila, doon sila nagkamali. Ayun na nagbukas ang pintuan para sila kasuhan.
Karen De Guzman of ABS-CBN.
Good morning, Sec. Na-mention po natin kanina na meron po 2 winning bidders. May kaugnayan po ba sila doon sa mga BFP officials? Paano sila nakakausap ng mga ito? Like kaibigan po ba? Relative?
As to the personal relationship of these 2 winning bidders to the BFP officials, that we cannot second guess, but their actions are suggestive of complicity with these BFP officials that led us to believe that they are part of a confederate action now to rig the bidding process in the BFP, now so that they can only be favored, now leading to damage to the government. But as to the personal relationship, we cannot basically delve on that.
Magigita natin yan pag ma-file sila ng charges. Titignan namin yung AMLAC kung paano ang movement ng pera ng mga kumpanyang to. At sigurado ko, matutukoy natin kung paano pumunta ang pera from one person to another, yung mga kickback. Pero para paliwanag yung mga guardrails na dapat nandoon, Asik Manete.
So, earlier, ang tanong kasi is, paano nangyari to despite the guardrails that the law established list? That's precisely what the offenders did. Tinanggal nila ang mga guardrails and safeguards dito sa ating procurement law. As an example, requirement natin na magkaroon tayo ng market analysis or market scoping before coming up with the approved budget of the contract. Dito, they did not conduct any market analysis at all. Another guardrail, we want to establish transparency for all these proceedings in that the law requires that dapat all deliberations between the Bids and Awards Committee during their pre-bidding conference, pre-procurement conference, opening of bids have to be recorded by minutes of the meetings. Dito, there was a failure, a deliberate failure at that, to record deliberations at wala ring minutes. Some of the guardrails include non-interference, walang conflict of interest. However, dito, ang nangyari, just to show you, it is supposed to be the Technical Specifications Committee which drafts the specifications, and then after that, it's supposed to be the TWG that evaluates it, and then it is the BAC that approves it. Ano yung nangyari dito? Pinagsama-sama lahat, such that wala nang naging process. These are the same people occupying multiple roles wherein they create the rules and they approve their own rules. Hindi na siya nagiging process, nagiging closed loop na lang. It's the same people agreeing amongst themselves already. These are clear badges of fraud. And kaya nga nila tinanggal yung guardrails in order to perpetrate the scheme. Thank you.